Backwoods Shack. The town of Miller's Creek was a small town with some nice residents, except for one town drunk named Allen Marshall. Allen was a quiet man who kept mostly to himself, and only went into town to get his drinks. He lived in a shack deep in the backwoods, and did not like anyone or anything to come near it. And if something did, well, that thing was never heard from again. A ranger named John, who had arrested Allen several times for getting into bar fights, decided to inspect the shack. So when he saw Allen in the bar, John went to Allen's shack. It took him a long while to find it in those woods, but eventually he did and broke inside. When he turned the lights on, he gasped with fear. He found bones scattered all across the floor, and human skin rugs. At the sight of this, he turned and ran, running right into Allen, in fact, who had just been returning home. Allen stared down at John with hatred in his eyes. He pulled out a hunting knife and lunged at John. But John pulled out his pistol and fired. He shot Allen in the shoulder, and he let out a cry of pain, dropping the knife. John took off running. When John got back into town, he reported the incident to the police, and they sent a group of John's fellow rangers out to find Allen. But Allen was nowhere in sight, and they decided that he had probably fell over dead somewhere from the loss of blood. They then burned down the shack and all of the horrors inside. A few weeks later, John was sitting outside his own cabin when he noticed a figure walk out of the woods and start making its way towards him. "Hey, buddy," he called out, but the man did not reply and kept walking towards him. When the man got close enough, John recognized him. It was Allen. John couldn't believe his eyes. He was sure Allen had perished due to his wound. He started to reach for his pistol, but Allen pulled out his hunting knife and sank it deep into John's stomach. When the rangers found John's body, he was in so many pieces that they weren't even sure that it was John they had found. They looked all over for John's killer, but never found him.